Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On play action, Allen. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Steve Young. And Hill with it over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Young with a give to Sanders. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching them try to take away that area of the field.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things yet. The interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. On 1st down, Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll send Irvin in motion left. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. It's Young on first down. Looking deep for his tight end Gates. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Gates, 46 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
The Ravens take over the first down again at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. In motion comes the tight end left. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Young.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Caught by Gates, left side. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Young on 3rd down. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Oh, he bowls over him. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
He was brought down for 45 yards. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Young will set to throw. Gates with the ground. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The play fake. Now Young. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack on first down, Young.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it.
From the gun, Steve Young. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Young to throw it. And that's complete to Gates.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18. He got 29 yards that time. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Another run with Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Young. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21. Young wasting no time, right to the air. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Young working out of the gun. And he's got this to Jefferson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Young. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On second and very short, Rodgers. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it 6 points on the board. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they stay claim to the lead here. It's 10-8.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They run it with James. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
First man through, it's the fullback use check.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Touchdown 49ers. Darren Waller, 28 yards. And the 49ers are able to move back in front. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Rodgers will throw for it. Forced out to his left.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. That throw by Young incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Young to throw it. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Young to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Right back to Juszczyk again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers.
he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. Another carry here for the fullback Juszczyk. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. That's caught by Waller out left side. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and goal. Rodgers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Rodgers going to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get in. He's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
The 2nd down throw for Steve Young, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. Oh, hit
as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. James. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's James. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 24. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. On the ground, it's James. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he gets it down to the 32. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Young with a give to Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second down, back to Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Gates has it over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Young. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jamar Chase from 17 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Dancing to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he is out of bounds with the first down as the clock ticks inside of 30 seconds. Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll send Brown in motion right. To throw is Rodgers. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.